Chapter of what if analysis, forecasting. So let me go to that exercise files. I think you are doing something here. That is, last session you found this EMI. Based on the EMI, we have calculated the loan amount. Based on what if analysis, scenario manager. Now, you are going to create a what if analysis, goal seek. Now you are going to create a scenario like this. I want the scenario in separate sheet. If month is 12, what could be my EMI? If month is 24, what is my EMI? If the month is 36, what is my EMI? 48, what is my EMI? 60, what is my EMI? So you are going to create a scenario summary report in a separate sheet like this, in a separate sheet for 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, 48 months and 60 months. Create a scenario summary report on a new sheet. For 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, 48 months and 60 months. Create a scenario summary report. For month wise, what is my EMI? Last session you did it. 2% means what is your profit, 4% what is your profit. Same like 12 months what is my EMI, 24 months what is my EMI. Yes, EMI. Scenario summary report. 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, 48 months and 60 months. Create a scenario summary report in a new sheet like this. Based on month wise. 48, 60. Separate sheet. Scenario name can be anything. I have given a name as 12 months, 24 months. You can give a name as per your wish. One, you have to place the cursor on number of month and do it. All 24, 36, 48, 60. The number of things. Change the number of months. Cursor should be on number of months. Why negative? Loan itself 10 lakh rupees. You are paying 10 lakh every month. One amount is same, no change. Okay. Okay. Place the cursor on number of months. Place the cursor on number of months. Data. What if analysis. Scenario manager. Place the cursor on number of months. What if analysis. Scenario manager. Add. What is the name of that scenario? Your wish. A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z. I will make the name as 12 months. By changing cell is B2 because I want to change the B2 here. Okay. So first what you want? 12. First scenario 12. Add. Second scenario 24 months. This name is your wish. You can give any name. A, B, C, D also. Okay. So for second scenario what do you want? 24. Add 36 months. Okay. I'm giving it as 36 here. Add 48 months. Okay. 48 here. Add 60 months. This name is your wish. Okay. 60 here. So I added 5 scenarios. 12, 24, 36, 48 and 60. After adding 5 scenarios, say OK. 12 months, 24, 36, 48 is available. If you want to check for 24 months, double click on this. 24 months, what's my EMI? Double click on 36. 36 months, what's my EMI? 48, what is my EMI? 60, what is my EMI? But I don't like this. I want a report for this. Summary. Scenario summary. Result cell. Result cell is the cell where we have the EMI. That's all. Okay. Yes. 12 months, what is my EMI? 24, what is my EMI? 36, 48 and 60. So based on multiple months, we got what is our EMI. No difference what we did in the last session. Only difference is the data is different. There we calculated based on percentage. Here we have calculated based on months. That's all. Same scenario summary report. Now, the last one in this exercise is, I want you all to create a data table. You did it in the last session itself, data table. Now we are going to create one more data table here. Your data table should be like this. Starting from 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh, 5 lakhs till 18, 19 lakhs. Same exercise, same sheet, same file. Still 18 lakhs. Starting from 1 lakh till 18 lakhs. Similarly, right hand side, 12, that's your wish. You can put the month in row wise or column wise, that's your wish. But I want both. If 1 lakh, 12 months, what is my EMI? 2 lakhs, 12 months, what is my EMI? 3 lakh, 12 months. Same for 24, 36, 48 till 180 months. So the loan should be starting from 1 lakh ending with 18 lakhs. Number of months should be 12, 24, 36, 48 ending with 180. And you have to fill this table, data table. Which is row wise, which is column wise, you decide. You can put anything in rows, anything in columns. That's your wish. You can add anything in rows, you can add anything in columns also. 1 lakh till 18 lakhs. 1 lakh, 2 lakh till 18 lakhs. Question is there on the screen. Output is also there on the screen. 1 lakh till 18 lakhs. One eighty months. Have it in rows, anything you can have it in columns. Last chapter which we learned. Yes. Relate. Hello, not Fill series. Home fill series. Type it and drag it. Oh, you are framing the table now. Okay. First, let us create this table. In some other cell, I'm typing 1 lakhs, 1000, 10,000, 1 lakhs. As he has told, you can use fill series for this also. How can I use the fill series? Or you can type 2 lakhs and select both and drag it also. So place the cursor on 1 lakh, or you can drag it. Home, fill, series, row wise or column wise. That's your wish. I'll put it in column wise here. Columns, step value is 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh. Stop value is 18 lakhs. Okay. Starting from 1 lakh, increase it by 1 lakh and stop it at 18 lakhs. This is by column wise. Or you can put it in row wise also. Your wish. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 till 18. Same thing. 12. Or you can type 24. Select 12 and 24 and drag it also. 12 and 24, or you can use fill series also. Drag this till the end, till 180 days. Till 180 days. So 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72 till 180. Next, what we are going to do is where the rows and columns are meeting, we have to equal to refer the cell. Select the table which is in row wise and which is in column wise. I think we have row wise is number of months, column wise is loan amount. Data, what if analysis, data table, row input which is in row wise, number of months, which is in column wise, loan amount. That's all. Say okay. Entire table as filled here. Very simple. You have to know which is in rows and which is in columns. So you can do this. You can put 12, 24 here and this one in rows also. No problem. But you have to select it rightly there. Which is in rows and which is in columns. Okay. The data. First we have framed this table. Data, what if analysis, data table. Which data is in rows? I think number of months. Number of birth is in rows, row number 10. So we have to select the number of month here. Which is in columns. C column we have the loan amount. So in column input, you have to select the loan amount. That's all. Okay. Entire table will get filled. Last session you did it twice. This option, last session you did it twice. One I did it, one you did it. Not flash filling, fill series. Type 1 lakhs, 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh. Place the cursor here. Home. Fill. Series. Row wise or column wise. I'll put column because I want it here. How you want to increase it? Every lakhs. 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh. And where you want to stop it? 18 lakhs. That's all. Okay. Today you did it first session. Today last session we are not able to remember. Yesterday first session. Actually, we are very slow. We try to cover as much as possible. Go to the exercise number 18. This concept we should have started before the tea break, before or after the tea break. Exercise number 18. Yes. Shall we move on? Yes, sir. Any challenges? Okay. Now, I have a table. We have region name. There is region south, east, north, west, central. There are some segments. B2C, enterprises, SEM, institutions. There are enterprises. There are some segments. And we are making a sales campaign here, campaign name. And through which channel we are doing this campaigning and what is the campaign type and what is the ad spent, how much we have spent it for ad, how much we have spent it for execution cost, how much we have spent it for miscellaneous expense, and through that we have got the leads. Based on that, we are getting some profit. Now we have a table. This is a plain simple table. So we have to convert this table into a analysis here. Maybe I want to make it as a decision making tool. This table is okay, but I want to know in which region we have more profit, or in which region we have more leads. So I want to find it. So we are going to create a report for this. We are going to create a report. To create a report, of course, you know that what is the tool we are going to use now. The tool which we are going to use now is pivot. Based on how many tables can we create a pivot? Any idea based on how many tables can we create a pivot? 1, 2, 3. Based on how many tables you can create a pivot? Any idea? Based on only one table. Can I create a report based on, I have two tables, one here, another here. Can I create a report based on these two tables? Which is impossible. So you cannot create a table based on two. You can create a report based on only one table. If you want the two tables, then you have to write a VLOOKUP and get the column here, and you have to get the extra column here. Correct? But instead, from 2010 of Microsoft, they have added a new tool. In 2010 of Microsoft, they have added a new tool that is called as Power Pivot. Multiple sheets you can combine and you can make a report. So until 2007, we have just 10 lakh rows and 16,000 columns. They have not added till now. They have not added. Assume we have bigger data, lakhs and lakhs and million, billion, trillions of data is available. My data is in different sheets, different files. I want to make it as a single data and I want to create a report based on this. So transform your data, to clean up your data, make your data into a proper data. We have another tool that is Power Query. To make a dashboard out of this report, we had a tool. Now it's not available. They have removed it. We had a tool called as Power View. We had it. Now they have removed it. After 2016, they have removed it. All these four tools put together, now they have created a new tool that is Power BI. What is BI? BI is for Business Intelligence. Two I's are very popular. One is AI, Artificial Intelligence. Second one is BI, Business Intelligence. So if you want to go to Power BI, this is the first step you have to take. That is, you have to know more about pivot. Then we have to know more about Power Pivots, then Power Query. Even if you come for a Power BI session also, I will handle Power Query, then only we'll go to Power BI. So Power Query plays a vital role here. Even though if you are using Excel, even though if you are using Power BI, we'll start with the Power Query, then only we'll go with the Power BIs. So to do that, I think first input is pivot. So we have to know more about this pivot. Because even though if we create our dashboard, if we create a analysis, or if you do something transform, at last you have to come to the pivot and you have to create a report if you are using Excel. If you are using Power BI, you can create a report in Power BI. Okay, so we have to start from here. So let us start from here, pivot. Place the cursor on the table or select the entire table. How can I select the entire table? Control Shift 8. Before creating a pivot, remember three important conditions. Condition number 1, no merged cells. There should not be any merged cells. Condition number 1. Condition number 2, table should have a heading. Third one, heading should be unique. No merged cells in between. Table should have a heading. Heading should be unique. What is the meaning for that? Heading should be unique. What it means? Duplication of headings. Heading should not be duplicated. For example, there is a column called as profit and loss. You should not have one more column called as profit and loss. Then this may not work. How can I find it? If you are using old version of Excel, it's very tough. Manually, you have to go there and find it, whether there is a merged cells, whether, of course, table heading to some extent you can find it. And how can I find it to find the merged cells? How can I find whether the heading is unique? Suppose I have thousands of heading. Every heading I cannot go there and find it out. Instead, the latest version, we have an option available in this Microsoft Excel. Go to the tab called as Review. Under the tab of Review, there is an option available, which is a new feature. Check accessibility. Check the accessibility. Whether this table is good to create a report or not. Click on the check accessibility. It will check and it will say whether you are good to go or you have some problem in this table. So now it says looks good, no issues. It will say if the data heading is not correct, the formatting is not correct, the table heading is missing, if there is a merged cells. So it will find what are all the problems available in this table. As of now, not only in this table, entire sheet. It will find it in the entire sheet. It says looks good, no issue found. There is no issue in this table. The table is perfectly correct. So hard to read? No. All the data are correct. Missing alternate text. Alternate text is we are giving for the physically challenged people. And table heading is there. No merged cells. All are clear. Everything is clear. What you are getting? No, you have gone to view, review, and we clicked on the check accessibility. What is the problem you are getting here?
Keep going.
Query.
Keep going.
Then it's good. Or maybe.
Any issue in the document to make.
You have some problem. You have some problem here. Oh, there should not be any problem. Some sheet you didn't give a name. Some sheet you have maintained the name as sheet 1 itself. You didn't give a meaningful name for some sheet. I don't know which sheet. Go there and give a meaningful name for the sheet. Somewhere else sheet. Sheet 1, sheet 2. You didn't give any name for the sheet. That's why it's showing error. You click there. You click on, for example, you will get that error here. Default sheet. Click it and it will go to the sheet and it will show you what is the problem. You have to rename that sheet.
Where do I have to go?
Click on that document structure, default sheet name. Click it. It will show which sheet you didn't give a name, better name. You would have not given a name for a sheet. For example, I'll go to some sheet here. For example, this is, I didn't give a name for the sheet. Sheet 1. Whether it works. You can see, wantedly I have given some name called a sheet 1. This is not right name. So it's showing error. Default sheet name, as he got the default sheet name. If I click here, so it goes to that sheet. To resolve it, rename that sheet. Which sheet? This sheet. Click here and you can rename the sheet. So try to have a better name for your sheets. Don't have the default name. Try to have a meaningful name. Now it says no problem. Then I want to check the performance of my system. Whether there is some unwanted formulas, unwanted functions, whether something is slowing down my system speed. I want to increase my system speed. So you can go to the same review tab. There is an option available called as check performance. Check performance. If there is unwanted rows and cells and column, it will show you that. For example, I will click on check performance. On the right hand side, it shows there is some problem. 35 cells to be optimized. There is some problem in the 35 cells. We have used 1,80,554 cells as of now. There are 35 cells having a problem in sheet number 7. What is the problem in the sheet number 7 is, yesterday I think we used the conditional formatting. We removed that unwanted rows. Unwanted rows we have removed it. Duplicate rows we have removed it. Even though the duplicate rows are removed, the formatting is maintained as it is. That's why it's showing an error. Let me check. I think that's an error. Click here. Latest one. It's a very latest version. It's a very new version. Click on EX7. It will go to 7. Click on this sheet number 7. A11, 112 and AF16. Click here. So there is some problem in this area. As I told, remove duplicates. Yesterday we did remove duplicates. So the data was not removed properly. That's why it's showing an error. So what we have to do, we have to optimize it. Optimize it, make your system faster. Old version, you have to do it manually. I don't know where is the data. We have to manually find and do it. But the latest version, we have this option. Optimize sheets. So now it has optimized and there is nothing to be optimized. Now my data looks good. So two things you can check, whether there is a merged cell, whether your data is correct, or unwanted columns and unwanted rows, unwanted cells, unwanted formulas is there. You can remove it by going to review, check performance. So if it is saying no optimization is needed, then your data is clean. Sometimes your data will be very small, your file size will be larger because it was not optimized properly. So please optimize your files. When you are sending the files to others, please optimize it and send it to others. You can go there and check. Nothing. It is saying unwanted only. By default, it shows the empty cells, unwanted. It's only the format, alignment, and other part. Formula will not get. If there is unwanted formula which is never used in my cell, then it will show. We are not using the formula. There is no reference. Just we are done. There will be no formulas, but still, it will show if there is unwanted formula also. Okay. So you optimize your sheet. So I found that there is no problem in the sheet and in this file. So let us create a report based on this. We are going to create a report now. The most important chapter. We'll try to cover as much as possible before today evening. At least we have to make a small dashboard. So we are going to create a report. Let us take the first column, region. And we have some segment. So I want to know each region, each segments, what is the sum of ad spent, execution cost, miscellaneous expense, lead value and net profit. So we are going to find out sum of all these four columns. We are going to find out sum of all these four columns for each region wise and each segment wise. So that I will know in which region we have more profit and loss. Under the region, which segment is having more profit, which segment is having more leads. So we are going to convert this data into a report. Place the cursor on the table or select the entire table. Either place the cursor on the table or select the entire table. Go to the tab called as Insert. Just go to the tab of Insert. If you are 100% sure that you are going to create a report based on this table, straight away you can click on the top, Insert Pivot. Or you are going to use Power Pivot or some other tool to create a report, then you can click on the arrow mark where you may get 3 options. Someone who is using Power BI, you may get 4 options also. So one more option will be there from Power BI data. You can get the data from Power BI also, you can create a report if you have Power BI installed on your system. Power BI with Excel. Power BI is going from Power BI. Correct. That's what I told. You have Power BI, then that means you have Power BI on your system. As of now, we are not going to use Power BI. We are going to use it from the table. External data source means SAP, ERP, Oracle, some other source we can get the data. But we are going to get it from table. And this is Power Pivoting data model. As of now, that's not activated. Don't do anything on this. Click on the first one. From table or range. Or straight away you can click on the pivot also. Both are same. Both are same. Go to Insert, straight away click it. Or go to arrow mark, from table or range. Both are same. So let me click on Insert Pivot Table straight away on the top. Once again, we are getting 3 options. First one is select the table. The table is automatically selected. If it is not selected, please select it. I think it's already selected, so no need to select it. Choose where you want to place this report. Whether you want to place the report on a new sheet or you want to place the report on the existing sheet. New sheet means very simple. Straight away you can click on new sheet and say OK. So it will create a new sheet and it will create a report on the new sheet. But existing sheet, if I select existing sheet and I say OK, it will throw an error. Why? You have to select in which location you want the report. Same sheet means you can click somewhere else. Different sheet means you have to select the sheet and which area you want it. You have to select the area also. But as of now, let us go for new sheet. Next session, we'll see about existing sheet. Existing sheet will be very useful to make a dashboard. Then, please do not select this option. If it is already selected also, please uncheck this. If you select this, this is power pivoting, multiple table analyzing. If we select this option, as of now, some feature may not work. Some feature may not work. So please do not select this. When you say do not select, you tend to select it. So please don't do it. It will throw some error. So please be careful. So don't select it. That's it. Now what are we going to do? We are going to click on OK. I didn't do any maximum changes here. Nothing. Actually, no changes. New sheet. Table is already selected. I didn't select this and I say OK. Yes. You can see a new sheet is inserted here. Always a sheet will be inserted before the current sheet. It's default in Excel. Whenever you do something, it always insert before the current sheet. My cursor is at 18, so it will create before 18. If my cursor is at 19, it will create before 19. So place the cursor on this table, 18th, it has created a new sheet. And you can see on the left hand side, pivot table fields. This is where you are going to construct or we are going to create a report. Right hand side, there are 6 options available. I will explain all the 6 options one by one. And you can see one more changes. Maybe second time we are seeing this changes. Can you tell me what is the change we are seeing now? Any changes on your screen? Second time. Contextual tab. Very good. There is a analyze, there is design. 2 contextual tab is appearing. If this contextual tab is not appearing, that means your cursor is not in the pivot table. Your cursor is outside the pivot. If your cursor is outside the pivot, then the analyze design will be hidden. Both are very, very, very important, very powerful. We'll see both. So place the cursor on this table. Then only you will get this analyze and design. And then only you will get this field list. But knowingly, unknowingly, if you have closed this field list, assume that I have closed the field list. I want the field list again. Right click on this pivot table area. Show field list. If you have unknowingly closed it, then right click, show field list. Right click on it and click on show field list. Now it will get displayed. Okay, if you have closed it. So what are all the options available here? Let us analyze one by one. First, all your column names are displayed here. All your column headings and all your column names are displayed here. Based on this column name only, we are going to create a report. Second, filters. I told you the next level of Microsoft Excel is Power BI. But one feature which is available in Excel, which is not available in Power BI, this is the feature. This feature is not available in Power BI, it's available only in Excel. We will see how to use this. Very powerful. So, for what we can use this filter? To create a multiple reports. Assume I have 100 customers. For 100 customers, I want to send a separate report. One click, you can create it. One click, you can create multiple reports. Very powerful. Then, column label. When can I use the column label? The column label can be used for comparing the data. Last year, this year, last month, this month, one customer to another customer, one product to another product. I want to make a comparison. Then we can go for this column label. Row label. This row label is used for creating a row-wise report. First, I think we are going to start with row-wise today. Normal or a row-wise report. If you want to create a normal report or a row-wise report. The last one, sigma. I believe you know what is meant by sigma. Sigma is for summarizing your data. Summarizing. Summarize means not only sum, average, count, maximum, minimum, percentage. Whatever you want to summarize, you can use this. The last one, Deferred layout update. What is this deferred layout update? Suppose you want to create a very big report. When I drag and drop, it may take more time to create a report. If you want to create a report very fastly, faster way of creating a report, then we can use this deferred layout update. Okay, so these are all the elements, these are all the components, these are all the options available in Pivot. We are going to use everything one by one. Okay, clear on this? Can I close this? Yes. Now what's my report? What is the report we want is, I want to create a report region wise and segment wise. What are all I am saying wise? You have to drag and drop it to rows. Drag and drop. Don't make a tick mark. I have seen some people are making a check mark. If I make a check mark, we don't know where it will land. It may land into filter area, it may land into column, it may land into row, it may land into sigma also. Better to drag and drop it. I recommend to drag and drop it. So better drag and drop. Which wise you want it, that should be in rows. Whichever you want to summarize it, that should be in sigma values. Simple. Which wise, that should be in rows. Whichever you want to total it, that would be in sigma. Let me do this. Region. I'll drag the region and drop it to rows. Yes. We got central, east, north, south, west. These are all the regions available. Segment. Drag and drop the segment to rows below the region. So region, under the region, these are all the segments. And I want sum of ad spent. Drag the ads, don't go to the left hand side and click it. Go somewhere else on the center. Drag the ad spent to the sigma. So we got region wise, we got segment wise. What is the sum of ad spent? Then I want sum of execution cost, sum of miscellaneous expenses, sum of lead value. Here we have one advantage. If your data is, if you are 100% sure that your data is in a number format, if the data is in a general format, no need for dragging and dropping, and you want only the sum. For example, for execution cost, I want only the sum. I know this column is in a number format or general format. So no need for dragging and dropping. You can make a check mark now. If the column is in a number format, if you want a sum, then you can make a check mark. So let me make a check mark here, execution cost, miscellaneous expense. If you are wrongly doing the check mark, suppose I am selecting first lead value, then miscellaneous cost, it will come in a wrong order, we will interchange it. We will see how to interchange it. And I select the lead value and I select the net profit. So we got a report, every region wise, every segments wise, what is the sum of ad spend, sum of execution cost, sum of miscellaneous expense, sum of lead level, lead value, sum of net profit. Next we'll see how to change your formulas, functions, how to add a new formulas and function, how to rearrange your table. Already aware of pivot? We are using pivot table. Told you, are you aware of pivot? I never asked, are you master in pivot? Asked, are you aware of pivot? No. Some session I handled 2 days only on pivot. Only pivot table 2 days, not Excel. Pivot table Excel 2 days. So many options available. Okay. But I am not satisfied with the view of this report. Report is fine. Region wise, segment wise, we are getting everyone's total. But why I am saying I am not satisfied is, first you can see, total is displayed on the top. You can see the total is displayed on the top. Then we are getting the data. I want data first and total on the bottom. And this region and segment is displayed in the same column. I may understand this. But when I send the report to others, they may not understand what is this central, what is this east, what is this north. So I want to put the central region, east region in a separate column, segment in a separate column for a better understanding. Place the cursor on the table. Go to the tab called as Design. Under Design, Subtotal. Tell me what is the option we are going to select here. Do not show all subtotal at bottom, show all subtotal at the top. Show all subtotal at bottom of the group. Very good. Now we got the subtotal. Design. Go to the Design, Subtotal, show all subtotal at bottom of the group. You have to place the cursor and go to Design. Not required. Just to place the cursor on the table. That's enough. Place the cursor on the table, sir. Got it? Need my support. Got it, sir. What is the problem? And the grand total. For some reasons, I don't want the grand total, means you can switch off it. At the last, you are getting a grand total. This grand total, if I don't want, you can switch off it. But as of now, don't do this. I will tell you when we can switch off it. Now don't switch off it. So, in grand total, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything in grand total. But report layout, I recommend to display all your report. My recommendation is display all your report in a tabular form. So go to Design, Report Layout, show in tabular form. I recommend to display your report in a tabular form. That's always better. So now you will get the region in a separate column, segment in a separate column. Let me try that. Report Layout, show in tabular. Yes. Now we are getting the region in a separate column, segment in a separate column. But I can understand this. B2B belongs to the central region. B2C also belongs to central region. Enterprise also belongs to central region. But I want central to be repeated. So when you take a printout or when you show the reports to others, they will understand. This SEME belongs to the central region. So I want the central to be repeated here. The report layout. Repeat all item label. First you have to do this. Then only you have to do this. First you have to do this. This could be your first step. First tabular form. Then repeat all item label. Don't do it in reverse. It may not work. So repeat all item label and make it as repeat all item label. So first you have to go to Design, Report Layout. Then go to tabular form. After that you have to do this. Repeat all item label. If you don't want the item label, there is an option called as do not repeat also. But let us say repeat item label. All the other option is very simple. You can explore. It's straightforward. Blank rows. After each data, you will get a blank line. After central, there will be a blank line. After east, there will be a blank line. So after central, there is a blank. After east, there is a blank. After west, there is a blank. If you don't want, you can switch off that, remove that blank line. Row header. What is this row header? The central, east are in bold. I don't want that to be bold. You can remove the row header. The column header. I recommend better to have the column header. Don't switch off it. Don't switch off it. It's better to have the column header. Banded rows, I recommend. All the alternative rows are banded. So that when you take a printout, it's easy for us to understand. I don't know whether you are aware of it. In earlier days, we have the computer sheets in banded. Have you seen that? both sides. Still, if you go to government office, LIC, they will give you the banded sheets. So since we don't have the banded sheets, we can take a printout in banded, so that it's easy to identify my records. Banded columns, I don't recommend. If you want, you can select it. And different colors and formatting, you can go to the pivot table styles, and you can make a different colors and formattings. The better colors and formattings. Colors. Okay. Can I make this as default? Yes, we can make this as default. I will explain how to make this as default. The color, formatting, everything you can make it as default. That we'll see it in the next session. But can you tell me why central region is coming on the top? As per my source data, I don't have a central region on the top. My data is not in a proper order itself. Alphabetically, C comes first. That's why the central is coming on the first. Assume I want the south region should come to the first area here, or north region should come to the first area. 3 methods to do this. 3 methods. If you are confident, if you are conversant with using mouse, but I don't recommend, because if it is an error, you cannot undo that also. As the name itself says, mouse, we don't know where it will run, how it will run, it will throw some error. Careful. If you are confident, then go for mouse. If you are not confident, I will tell you another 2 methods. One is go to the border of the south region. That border, that the plus with 4 header with the arrow mark. You should get that 4 header with the arrow mark. I am repeatedly saying, I am giving a warning. If you are confident, do it. Otherwise, don't do it. Follow the second step. If you are getting some formula error, you cannot undo it. You cannot undo. Control Z will not work. Careful. So I'll go to the south and I drag the south and I put it to the top, above the central region. Now the south region will come to the top. This is one method. Second method. As I told, I want the south should come to the first here. Just to go there and type it without spelling mistake. South. Just I am typing south and enter. South region will come to the top. This is very simple. Of dragging, dropping. Okay. Just to go there and type it. South. S-O-U-T-H. Enter. South region will come to the top. Correct spelling. If you are giving wrong spelling, then you will get 2 souths. North on second, go to the second and type north. Suppose I want north here on the second part. So just go here and type north. North will come to the second. Third method. I think this is a new feature. It will work in all the 365 versions. Suppose I want to bring the central before the north. Right click on the center and you can see there is an option move. Move up or move down or move end or move to the beginning. Move up means 1 step upwards. Move down means 1 step downwards. Beginning means starting. Ending means at the last. So right click on the region. Which region you want to move it? Right click, move. Where you want to move it? Beginning, up, down or end. If it is already up, then you will not get that up. You can move it only on the down. Okay. These 3 methods, you can do it if your data is in row wise. If your data is in column wise, you can use only 2 methods. That is, suppose I want the execution cost should come before the ad spent. You can go to the border of the execution cost and you can drag it and you can place it before the ad spent. Or you can go there and type the same heading, or you can copy and paste also. Copy the heading and go here and paste the heading. Yes. Either type it or copy and paste also. Because spelling should be correct. I don't know whether my spelling will be right. That's why I copied and pasted. Unfortunately, right click. The third option will not work here. The moving will not work here. So the moving will happen if it is in row wise. Column wise, the moving will not happen. First two methods only. One is drag and drop. You have to go to the top. Select this. Control C, copy. Come out, escape. Go here on the formula bar. Paste it. That's what I told. If you are conversant with mouse, do it. I didn't accept it as of now. If you accept enter, now it will get changed. Okay. Next we will see how to change formulas, how to create our own formulas. Okay. Now for an example, I don't want sum of profit and loss. Instead of the sum, I want to know the average. I want to know the count. I want to know the maximum. I want to know the percentage. Like this, I want to make some changes in this formula. By default, we are getting sum. But I don't want sum. I want to make it as an average here. Very simple. Right click on the net profit. Because net profit, I want to change the formula. Right click on the net profit. Summarize value by. Summarize value by. Sum, count, average, maximum, minimum, product. Product is multiplication. So sum, average, or count, or maximum, or minimum, or product. Percentage, we'll see it in another few minutes. So I click on average. So instead of the sum, we are getting average of my profit and loss. What's the average? Right click on the net profit, go to summarize value by and make it as average. So we have converted the sum into average. But I want the sum also. I want the sum also. Not here. If you want the sum again here, you can make a right click and you can go to summarize value by, you can make it as sum. That's very simple. But I want the average as well as I want sum also in the next column. Average and sum. I want one more extra column here called as sum. The sum, we have converted the sum, right click, summarize value by, we have converted into average here. That's fine. But again, I want the sum here. So what we do? Very simple. Drag this net profit because net profit is the one which we have converted into average. Same net profit, I want the sum. Drag the net profit and bring it to the sigma at the last or middle or end, wherever you want. I am bringing it next to the average or before the average, after the average. Don't go outside here. Outside means it will not work. Within that sigma value. So I'm placing it after the average here. Yes. So we got sum of net profit here. I'm repeating it again. First it was sum. Right click. Summarize value by. I made it as average. And I want the sum one more time. Drag the net profit and bring it to sigma. So we got both. We got average as well as we got sum. Like this, any number of times you can drag and drop. Let me try one more also. Right click on, tell me how can I make this as count? I want count of net profit. How many cells are there? Right click. Summarize value by count. It is showing count. I want the sum again. Once again, drag the net profit. Bring it to sigma. Yes. So we got average, we got count, we got sum. All the three are available here. Like this, any number of times you can drag and drop. Any number of times you can change your formulas. Next we'll see how to create percentage, how to create our own formulas. Our own formulas. Okay. So one column, I got three formula. Sum, average and count. Now for example, I want to know out of 100%, overall 100%, what is the percentage in south? What is the percentage in north? What is the percentage in central? What is the percentage in east? Which region has more percentage of profit? Right click on profit and loss, sum of profit and loss. You have to find out the percentage based on sum. It's not in Excel, normal arithmetical, mathematical theory. If you want to find out the percentage, you have to do it based on the sum. Don't do it based on the average or count. It will give you the wrong result. Right click on sum of net profit. Show value as. All the options are very, very, very important for reporting. If it will take another half a day to explain all the options. So many options are available here. Let me go for percentage of grand total. Based on overall grand total, what is the percentage in south? What is the percentage in north? What is the percentage in east? What is the percentage in west? Right click, show value as percentage of grand total. Show value as, and you have to select percentage of grand total. Let me do this. Right click, show value as percentage of grand total. Out of overall percentage, what is the percentage for each region? South region it's 20, north region 22, west 21, 20, 15. So it shows me the percentage here. Right click, show value as percentage of grand total. There is percentage of parent total, column total, row total. We'll see one by one in our later sessions. But unfortunately, when I convert the sum into average, the heading is getting changed. When I convert the sum into count, the heading is getting changed. But when I convert the sum into percentage, unfortunately, heading is not changing. So you have to go here and you have to type the heading manually. So this is the problem when you change it to percentage. Heading may not get changed. You have to change it manually. The show value as heading will not get changed. You have to change it. Okay. How can I get sum again? Again, drag the profit or loss. Bring it to sigma values. Next, we will see how to create our own formulas. How to create our own formulas. Next. Okay. Now, we want to create my own formula. For example, I want to calculate something like discount or tax. Out of this overall net profit, I want to know maybe discount, 5% of my net profit. I want to know what is the 5% of the net profit. So normally what people will do is, they will create an extra formula in the source table equal to 5% of the net profit. But this table is smaller, okay. But if the table is too large, extra creating one column, it may slow down your system speed. From near future, you have to stop writing formulas, functions in Excel. Stop writing formulas and functions in Excel. Either write it in pivot or write it in Power Query. Avoid writing formulas and functions. Gradually, even VLOOKUP, if function, plus divide, multiply. Make Excel only for analyzing the data. That's all. Don't write formulas and function in the near future. Either write it in either write it in pivot or Power Query. Let us see how to write an extra formula in pivot. Go to the pivot table, analyze, click on analyze, field items and sets. Analyze, field items and sets, calculated field. Go to analyze, field items and sets, calculated field. Or even you can use a shortcut key for this also. Control Shift plus. Analyze, field items and sets, calculated field, or use the shortcut key Control Shift plus, whichever is easier. I always recommend shortcut keys. You can use the menu also. Analyze, field items and sets, calculated field, or use the shortcut key Control Shift plus. Avoiding the formulas in Excel, we are writing the formulas in pivot. Control Shift plus. I place the cursor here and I press Control Shift plus. What is the name of the formula? Your wish. Let us say the name of the formula is discount. I am giving a name for the formula. Discount. From now, forget the cell numbers. No A1, B1. You have to remember only the column name. When you go for the next level, Power Pivots, Power Queries, Power BI, you have to remember the column number. Don't get the cell numbers. Forget the cell numbers from now. Discount. What is my discount? Delete that 0. 5% into multiply with what? I want to multiply with profit and loss. So if you know the spelling, type the spelling correctly. NET space profit space slash space loss. Either type it. I feel it's very tough to type. So let us make a double click here. When you make a double click, it automatically will be added on the top. No need for typing it manually. Just go there and make a double click. It will get updated automatically on the top. Add. Click on add and OK. That's all. A new column is created at the last, which is showing 5% of my profit and loss. I repeat it again. Go to Analyze, Field Items and Sets, Calculated Field, or even you can use the shortcut key, Control Shift plus. What's the formula name? I am giving some other name because already I have given discount. If I say one more, it will throw some error. So I am giving some other formula name because already I created the formula. 5% into multiply it with profit and loss. Either type it or double click on it. Add and say OK. A new formula will be added. Can I edit the formula which we have created? Yes. How we created the formula? Field items and sets, calculated field. Or the shortcut keys? Control Shift plus. And there is an arrow mark here. Click on the arrow mark. Your formula will be there. Click it. You can modify the formula. If you don't want the formula, you can delete it also. If I don't want the formula, there will be an arrow mark here. Click on the arrow mark and you can go for delete. So Control Shift plus, arrow mark, and select the formula and delete or modify or whatever you want to do. But I'm not doing it, just I shown how to do this. You create a new sheet. I'll tell you what is that purpose. Right click, show details also. If you right click and show details also, it will create a new sheet. Next, we are going to see another very powerful feature. So pivot has so many advantages, but it has one limitation. For example, in South region, B2B, total ad spend is 2,54,426. So if I am trying to edit the data, which is not possible, you cannot edit the data here. We can't change the part of the pivot. If you want to change, could you tell me where can I change it? Source data. So let me go to the source data. I don't know where is data available. I will filter it and find it. Could you tell me how can I apply the filter? What is the shortcut key for applying a filter? Control Shift L. So let me go to region and I select the South region and I select some target segment, maybe B2B, and I select the ad spent and check. I am selecting the ad spent. It is 22,54,426. Perfect. It's giving the right total. Now, for example, instead of 10,974, assume I'm changing into 11,000 here. I'm changing 10,000 into 11,000 in my source table. And I go back to pivot and I'm checking whether it is updated on the pivot. Unfortunately, it will not get updated. So what we have to do? How can I refresh it? Right click, refresh, or you can go to data refresh, or even you can use the shortcut key Alt F5. Alt F5 will be the shortcut key for refreshing the pivot. Okay. But we are expecting in the August version, I hope Microsoft is working on it. They will update it. I think we have an update where in the August version, I will say whether it's available. In August version, it will get updated automatically, fresh. I will show you that. How to make the August. In August version, you will get it. Select. It's available in my WhatsApp link. Show you later. So in November, in August month, you will get auto update. No need for manually updating. Sorry, August month. You will get the auto update sooner. I will show you that. Before that, we have to do something. Then only you will get auto update. So right click, refresh, or Alt F5, refresh. I think this is not required in the next version, but still you can do it. Right click, pivot table option, right click, pivot table option, data. There is a checkbox called as refresh data when opening the file. If I select this, right click on the pivot table option, right click on the pivot table, go to pivot table option. Under pivot table option, there is data. Refresh data when opening the file. If I select this, your pivot table will get refreshed automatically whenever you open the file.
With respect to source data.
Only for this file. Okay. Yes. Let me go to the source table. I have applied a filter in this source table. Could you tell me how can I clear the filter? I am not saying normal pivot table, just normal table.
Control shift here.
There is a difference between clearing and removing. Removing means the filter will go off. I want the filter, but I want the data back. What you said, Control Shift L is removing the filter. The filter will go off, correct? But I want filter should be there. Clearing the filter. Clear the filter. Alt A C is the shortcut key for clearing the filter. Before that, your table has to be filtered. If you are not filtered, then you cannot use this Alt A. Alt A C. Don't press Alt A C together, just to give some gap. Alt A, then C. Before that, your table should have filtered. So if something is filtered here, I filtered the region and I filtered the segment. Now I want to clear this. Alt A C. Right? We're concerned with the Excel. Sorry, pivot. It's normal table. If you don't want the filter, then what you said is correct. If you don't want the filter, Control Shift L. You can press Control Shift L and you can remove the filter now. Okay. From yesterday till now, you have learned so many concepts. I don't know how many are going to use all the concept. Even my answer is no. No one is going to use all the concept, correct? Some people may use XLOOKUP, some people may not use XLOOKUP also. Some people may use what if analysis, some people may not use what if analysis. But I want everyone from today to start using the next feature. Yesterday what you told us basics. According to me, I call the next one which we are going to see is the basics of Excel. Now, when I modify the data in my source, pivot table will not get updated. Fine, we have to refresh it. But could you tell me what will happen? Suppose there is a new region here. I'm getting a new southwest something, some new region. When I add a new data here, will it get updated on my pivot table or not?
No.
Refreshing?
No.
No. So when I add the new data, it will not refresh on the pivot. Even if you refresh also, it will not get updated. How can I update it?
Change the source data.
That means go to analyze, then change data source. How long we can select? Select all. It may slow down your system speed. There will be a blank and you will get the total. Blank total will be the highest total. How long I can select? Assume every day I am adding 2 columns. Every day you have to go here and every day you have to change the data source.
We can change to data.
Very good. One is you can add this data source, but the problem is every time you have to add it. Sometimes you can add the data in between, but the best method is convert this table into an official Excel. Convert the table into an official Excel dynamic table. We are going to convert the table into an official Excel dynamic table. To do this, normally if there is Excel is giving a shortcut key, it's a very important feature. If Microsoft Excel is giving 2 shortcut key, then it means it's a very, very important feature. So for dynamic table, they are given 2 shortcut key. One is Control T or Control L. Either you can use Control T or you can use Control L. First we will see how to convert it as a dynamic table. Then we'll see what are all the advantage and what is the purpose of this dynamic table. We'll see one by one. So we are going to convert that source table into a dynamic table. Let me go back to that source table. Control T or Control L. I'll go to the source table. Exercise number 18. Place the cursor on the table or select the entire table. And no merged cells in between. Table should have a heading. Heading should be unique. That already we have checked in this table. So fine. Control T or Control L. It's asking where is the data for your table. Data for my table is automatically selected. Control T or Control L. The data is automatically selected. My table has the header. Yes. Of course our table is having a heading. You can say okay. That's it. Now your table was converted into an official Excel dynamic table. Control T or Control L.
So only normal sheet and the dynamic sheet.
On the top you will get something like table design. If you're seeing the table design, then it means it's a dynamic table. Normal table you will not get the table design. But we'll see what are all the advantage of this dynamic table. Then we'll see how to make it as a normal table also. Finally, we'll see how to make this as a normal table. So, this table is a dynamic table. How do I know this? First advantage, there is a table design. Second advantage, the filter is automatically applied. Third advantage, the color, background and formatting is automatically applied. Fourth advantage, place the cursor on the table. Normally, when you go to some other sheet, I'll go to some other sheet. When I scroll down, you may not see the heading of the table. If you want to see the heading of the table, what we do normally? Freeze. But this one, place the cursor on the table, scroll down. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J is my Excel heading. When I scroll down, instead of A, B, C, D, my table heading is freezed here. Even the filter is also freezed. Filter is traveling along with your table. So auto freezing, auto filtering, auto formatting, auto filter freeze. So place the cursor and scroll down. It's automatically freezing. Even if you use the normal freeze also, you will not get this. Correct? This is the advantage of this time. Highlighted means? How can I get the color on this heading? That is not possible. It is freezed. Okay. Auto filter, auto freeze, auto format, auto filter freeze. We'll see further more advantage of this dynamic table. Then finally we'll see how to make this as a normal table also. Okay. Color, background and formatting. I don't like this color. I want to change a different colors. Design, table styles, where we can see different colors, and like a pivot, you can see different styles, colors and formattings are available here. If you don't want any color, you can select the first one. No colors. First one. Go to design, table styles. You can select any colors and formattings. Okay. We'll see further more advantages on this dynamic. Control T or Control L. Sir, sheet number 18. Control T, Control L, sir. Where are you? In which sheet are you? There's the cursor on the table. L. Let us do the purpose for what we have converted this into a dynamic table. The reason why we converted this into a dynamic table, sorry. Let us add a new record at the last. I'm going to add a new record. Maybe I'll go to the last and I'm going to add a new record. Something. All the regions are there, south, east, north, west. What is the region we can add? Southeast. So I'm adding southeast region. I press enter or a tab. You can see the color, background, formatting, everything. Heading is freezed. Heading is automatically freezed. The color is changing. The background is changing. Everything is updated here. Let me add a new data. Maybe I'll copy the same data on the top. Control D, Control D. I'm copying the same data. So I'm adding some new value here. So let me add a new value at the last. Just for checking, I'm adding a new value. So I added a new value at the last. Then go to the pivot table and I check whether the new data, not southeast, is added here. Right click, refresh. Or Alt F5 refresh. Yes. The newly added data is also updated in our pivot. So this will happen if it is a dynamic table. If it is a normal table, you will not get this. So your source table should be a dynamic. Then you will get it. Yes. Better. Make all your table as a dynamic table. That's always better. We'll see furthermore advantage of this dynamic table. Then we'll see how to make this table. We have another 3 or 4 advantages. We'll see that. Okay. Let us come back to the dynamic table. What are all the other advantages in this dynamic? For example, I want to find out the grand total. For this column, I want to bring the grand total here. To bring the grand total, normally what people will do is they will go to the home tab and they will click on the auto sum, or they will use the shortcut key alt equal to, or they will write the function called as sum to get the sum here. But instead, since it's a dynamic table, place the cursor on the table, go to the table design, go to the table design. Under the table design, there is a checkbox called as total row. There is a checkbox called as total row, or use the shortcut key Control Shift T. Either go to the design and click on total row, or use the shortcut key Control Shift T, whichever is easier. I think I always recommend Control Shift T, shortcut key. Go to design and select the total row, or you can use Control Shift T. A new row was added at the last. There is a new row added here, and you can see the grand total is displayed on the top, on the bottom. But you can ask me what is the purpose and what is the advantage. Even if I go to design home tab and click on alt equal to or sum also, I'll get the same formula. But what is the first advantage of this is, suppose I am going to filter here. I'll go to the region name and I'm going to filter a particular region, central region. Okay. So it is filtering the central region. The total is only for central region. Auto grand total, auto subtotal. It automatically finds the grand total. It automatically finds the subtotal. If it is a dynamic table. Whatever you filter, anything you can filter. You can filter central, you can filter south, north. So based on that, it shows the total here. Yes. How can I clear the filter? I don't want the filter, I want data back again. Control Shift L will remove the filter. Alt AC. Now, as he has told, I don't want the total. Instead of the total, can I get an average here?
Yes.
Click here. There is an arrow mark. Click on the arrow mark and change your formula. Not only here, this column I want average. Previous column, I want the sum. Go to the previous column and you can make it as sum. Previous column, I want a count. Go to the previous column and make it as count. So any column, just go there and you can change your formula. But one column you will get only one formula. Auto subtotal, auto grand total, automatically changing the formulas. These are all the things will happen only in dynamic. We'll see another 2 or 3 advantages. Okay. Got it? Yes, if you don't want the total, you can press same Control Shift T for removing the total also, if you don't want it. Or go to the design and you can remove that total row. Now, I want to add, I am removing the total row. I want to add a formula, some formula. Normally, could you tell me where we will add the formula? We'll add the formula on the first cell, correct? Even it's a lookup function, if function, any function. We will add the formula on the first, then we have to copy the formula on the bottom. That's what we do normally. But suppose I want to sum up add spent plus execution, both this column, this plus this. I want one extra column here. I want to write a formula. But since it's a dynamic table, no need to write the formula on the first cell. You can write the formula as per your wish. In middle also, you can go to somewhere else in the middle and you can write the formula. Suppose I'll go to somewhere else in the middle here. Equal to, as I told, never remember the cell number. Here it's going to be a column name. Select this column, add spent. I select the column, plus this. This plus this. I'm writing a small formula. Minus, divide, anything, your wish. Just I'm writing the formula, then just press enter. Your formula will get copied automatically. No need to copy your formulas also. Heading you have to type. Write any formula, sir. This plus this equal to, I am adding this plus this, something. Minus, divide, any formula. Heading name you have to give, sir. How can I create heading name? Column, heading, column 1. When you insert a sheet, sheet 1. File, book 1. Column, column 1. You have to type the column. System doesn't know what will be the column. Okay. Auto filter, auto freeze, auto format, auto update, auto grand total, auto subtotal, automatically copying the formula. We'll see another 2 advantage in this dynamic table. Place the cursor on some other cell, maybe on the top. Don't go to the bottom. If you are going to the bottom, you may not see that what we are going to do next. It will get hidden. So place the cursor somewhere else on the top, wherever you want. Place the cursor somewhere else on the top. Go to the tab called as Table Design. Go to the tab of Table Design. Based on this only in the afternoon, we are going to see how to make a dashboard. Design. Insert Slicer. This will work only in dynamic and pivot. Go to Design. Insert Slicer. Insert Slicer. For what you want the slicer? Your wish. Let me select region. And I say OK. A slicer is inserted. Don't place the slicer on the table. Bring it outside the table. Now it's very simple. I want to see only the central region. Click on central. It shows the report of central. Click on east. It shows the report of east. North, south, west. So based on whatever you select, it shows your report automatically. Slicer. Clear this slicer by clicking on the filter button. There is a filter button, you can clear the slicer. Could you tell me, I want south and north. I want both south as well as north. What we do? Multiple. There is an option called as multi-select. Switch on that multi-select. Now you can select south and north. Both. Switch on that multi-select. There is a multi-select available. Switch on that multi-select. This one. The multi-select. Even you could have multiple slicer also. Place the cursor on the table. Table design. Insert slicer. Suppose I am selecting the segment also. Okay. Already we have inserted a slicer for region. Now I am inserting a slicer for segment. Suppose I select south. Under south, I want to know only B2B. Click on B2B. So you have multi-slicers. So design slicer. You don't want slicer, you can select it and delete it also. Okay. Last we'll see one advantage. Then we'll see how to make this table into a normal table. So best, this slicer we are going to use it in our next session to create a dashboard. Based on the slicer only we are going to create a dashboard. Based on the clicking, multiple tables we are going to make and we are going to make a dashboard. Any problem? Yesterday when you downloaded the file, it would have asked for enable content. Unknowingly you have cancelled it. Right click on that sheet. Move or copy. Go here. New book. Create copy and say OK. In the new book it should work. Right click, move or copy. Create a copy, new book. Then say OK. So right click on the sheet. This one, sir. Right click on the sheet. Move or copy. Select that new book. Create. We are taking one more copy of that file. That's all. Or copy and paste. Control C, Control. Now it's working. It should work. You didn't take a copy then. Said it's not working on the file. That's why take a copy of the or Control C, Control V. Take a copy and put it into new file. He said this slicer is not working. This design slicer is not working for him. Because yesterday you didn't download the file properly.
Maybe old version, sir.
Not old version. Whenever you download it, will ask for enable content. I don't know whether you noticed. You should have enabled it. He didn't enable it. Okay. We'll see last advantage. Then we'll see how to make this table into a normal table. How we are giving a name for a sheet. How we are giving a name for a file. We can give a name for this dynamic table also. Place the cursor on this dynamic table. Place the cursor on this dynamic table. On the top, design, table name. It says table name is table 1. When you insert a sheet, it will be sheet 1, sheet 2. When you insert a file, it will be book 1, book 2. Same like here, it's table 1, table 2. I'm going to give some name for this table. For example, this is region. But no space and no special characters are allowed while giving a name. Don't give a space and special characters. Region. I'll say P and L. Is my naming convention correct? Why? Special characters. If I say enter, it is throwing an error. Start with a letter. Don't use the special characters and space. So let us give a name. Click on the top. So I'll go here. Region PL. Just I'm giving PL. The name will appear only on the top, not on sheets or somewhere else. Your sheet name will appear only on the sheets here, right? Same like the table name will appear only here. Enter. So I have given a name for this table. You can ask me what is the purpose and what is the advantage of naming. There are so many advantages when you go to Power Queries and Power Pivots. But the Excel basic advantages. Let me go to some other sheet. I am going to some other sheet now. I want to select that dynamic table. But I don't know where is the table, in which sheet, in which cell it's available. Very simple. Go to this name box. There is a name box here. Name box. Click this name box. Your file name is displayed there. Click it. It automatically selects. It comes to the sheet and it automatically selects that sheet. Any sheet. Go to any sheet. Go to this name box. Click on the table. It automatically selects your table. That's all. Okay. Selection is also easy. From today, not even from today, from now, convert all your table into a dynamic. It works faster than a normal table. But if I want to send this file to others who is not using Microsoft, someone is using OpenOffice, StarOffice, IBM Office, Lotus Note, Google Docs, Kingsoft, Google Sheets, you cannot send this file. If you want to send this file to someone else who is not using Microsoft Excel, you have to convert it back to a normal table. How can I convert this to a normal table? Two methods. Design. Go to design, convert to range. Design, convert to range. Right click on the table. Second method, right click on the table. Table, convert to range. Table, convert to range. Method 1. Or go to design. Under design, convert to range. Before that, a warning is nothing will happen to your data. Data will be as it is. Nothing will happen to your color and formatting. Formatting will be as it is. Other things will go off. Slicer will go off, filtering, freezing, everything will go off. It will become a normal, simple table. Anyway, it will ask for the confirmation. Let me go to design, convert to range. It's asking, do you want to convert the table into a normal range? Yes. That's it. Now it's a normal table. No freezing, no filtering, no update, no slicer. Only the data, the color formatting will be there. It has become a normal table now. How can I make it as dynamic again? Control T or Control T. But is there any other method? Multiple methods are available. They are given so many methods for this. Second method, insert table. Second method. If you don't remember the shortcut, choose shortcut key, Control T, Control L. Or go to insert table. Second method. Third method, sorry. Fourth method, home tab. Format as a table. This is fourth method. Fifth method, select the table. I think yesterday we did this. Control Q, table, table, table. Make it as dynamic table. So 5 methods are out. They are given 5 methods. Unfortunately, we are not using any one of the methods. Please, from today, start making your table as a dynamic. Okay, got it? So still it's not ready. So we'll start the next part. 19, which you are going to do. We are going to make a dashboard yearly, monthly, aging, so many chapters. So let us first convert this table into a dynamic table. Exercise number 19. That's not your task. But everyone will do it within a minute. So how can I make this as dynamic table? Control T or Control L. Okay. And as usual, we'll give some name for this table. It's better to give some meaningful name. Let us give a name. These are all order amount and order ID, order date. So I give a name as orders. I'm giving a name as orders. This table, I want you to convert this table into a report like this. Same sheet or different sheet is your wish, but you have to create a report like this. Find city wise, salesperson wise. City wise, salesperson wise, what is the count? What is the sum? What is the average? Sum, count, average, and percentage. It's not required you have to get the sum first and average second. It can be in any order. First count, second average. Count, average, sum, and percentage. For city wise, salesperson wise. City wise, salesperson wise. Yes.
The salesperson only.
City wise, salesperson wise. Both. Salesperson wise. The average sum, heading change to percentage. Don't find the count, sir, average, sir, change the heading to percentage. Drag the state and city, sir, both. Sorry, city and salesperson. Sorry, percentage. The things which we did a few months before. Tables. Okay, let me do this. Insert, pivot, new sheet or existing sheet. Your wish. Most of the people has created a new sheet. That's okay. Or existing sheet. Location. If it is existing sheet, you have to select some location. New sheet means it automatically creates a new sheet. Okay. City wise. Put the city into rows. Salesperson wise. Drag the salesperson also into rows. Order amount. I'll put it into sigma. But could you tell me how can I convert this order amount into count? Right click. Summarize value by count. Second time, I am tagging the order amount again. I want average. Right click. Summarize value by average. Third time, drag it. So we got count, we got average, we got sum. Fourth time, drag the order amount. How can I make this as percentage here? Right click. Show value as percentage of grand total. Everything which we did in the earlier session. Heading will not change. We have to change the headings. Can I get the state name, city name and salesperson name in different column? I want the city name and salesperson name in different column. I want city in one column, salesperson name in another column. Design, report layout, tabular form. Super. So now you'll get Bhopal under Bhopal salesperson, Coimbatore under salesperson, Goa salesperson, Vizag salesperson. Same report. Create one more column. Create a calculated field. The name of the field is incentive. 7% into order amount. Last session you did a discount 5% of profit and loss. Same thing. We have a shortcut key for this also. Yes. I will come. I will come, sir. Just a minute. You convert the table into dynamic table. Now insert. Place the cursor on the table. I'm very outside. Insert. Heading. Incentive. How to create a formula inside a pivot. Place the cursor on the table. Analyze. Field items and sets. Calculated field. Go to analyze field items and sets calculated field or use the shortcut key Control Shift plus. Go to analyze field items and sets calculated field. Method 1. Method 2 is the shortcut key. And what is the formula name? Incentive. What is the formula? 7% into, multiply it with, either type it or how can I bring this on the top? Double click. 7% into order amount. Add. Okay. So we got the 7% of order amount. Not new feature. Every feature we have seen a few minutes before. Okay. Come back to the same sheet. 19. We are going to see another very powerful feature. Same 19. We are going to create one more report. Order date. Let us create another report. Order date wise. Sum of order amount. We are going to create a report. Order date wise. What is the sum of order amount? Order date wise. I think you can help me. Insert. Pivot. Place the cursor on the table. Insert. Pivot. Then. New sheet or existing sheet. Your wish. So let me go with the existing sheet because every time I cannot create a new sheet. It may increase in my file size. Existing sheet. Location. I'll select some location. Insert. Pivot. Existing worksheet. Select some location. Okay. Order date. Where can I put the order date? Order amount. Values. Now the latest version of Excel. This is the advantage. It automatically creates a grouping for us. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. It has automatically created a group. If I expand 2019, you will get the report for quarter wise. If I expand the quarter, you will get it for month wise. Very latest version. I don't know whether for the old version user you are getting it. When I select the month, you will get the day wise also. I don't know whether in 2.4 or 2.3 you are getting this. Yes. So drag the order date to rows, order amount to sigma. That's all. It has automatically grouped a report. 2019, expand 19, quarter wise. When I expand quarter, month wise. When I expand month, day wise. But I'm not convinced with this report because every year I cannot go here, expand and see that. I want just a yearly monthly report. Every year, every month. I want to know what is my total. Every year, month, yearly, monthly. So, right click on this year or date, anywhere else on the year or date, right click, very powerful feature called as group, or use the shortcut key, Alt Shift right arrow, either right click group or use Alt Shift right arrow, right click group or Alt Shift right arrow, group it. Now it's asking which wise you want it. Seconds, minutes, hours, days, months, quarters. Let me select years and months. I don't want quarters. I remove the quarters and I select year wise and month wise. That's all. We got yearly, monthly report. Every year, every month. We'll see a better report. After this, we'll see better report also. So first it shows like this. Right click on it, group, or Alt Shift right arrow. And which wise you want it, your wish. Second, minutes, hours, days, months, quarters. I select months and years. I remove the quarters. Yearly, monthly. Every year, every month. We'll see how to make this as a better report next year after you go. Order date to row. Order amount to sigma. Where's the cursor? Your existing worksheet. Very one day. Don't do it there. Somewhere else. Okay. Order date, put it into rows. Order amount. Sigma. Right group, right group, right group, left group, select whatever you want. We will see how to make this report much better. For example, this yearly monthly is okay. But could you tell me how can I get the year and month in a separate columns? I want year in a separate column, month in a separate column. Design, Report layout, show in. This is okay, but I cannot present a bigger report like this. When I present it, people will not get interested to see this report. So, bigger report. We cannot scroll and we cannot find it. I want to make a comparison report. For example, compared to last month, last year, 2019 in January, 2020 in January, whether we are increased or decreased. I want to know the trend for it. So, either this year or month, drag it to columns. Could you tell me which I can drag it to columns, whether the years or months? Year. Why? Month.
We can see the
So, which is having the lesser value? Try to have it in lesser value in columns. More value rows. I think we have 12 months. Years are only 3 or 4 years. So, let us put the years into columns. Yes. Now, I can see a better report. Compared to 19, how was in 20? Compared to 20, how was in 21, 22, 23, 24? So, we can make a comparison report. We can create a comparison report now based on every year. Compared to 19, 20, it was increased. Compared to 20, 21, it has increased. 21 to 22, it has decreased. Okay. Could you tell me, I want to know the trend for this January month, whether it's going in an upward trend or whether it's going in a downward trend. How can I make a trend for this data? Insert sparkline. Super. Sparkline. So I'll put the sparkline here after the grand total. Okay. Yes. So this is my January month. It was slower and it has increased, it has decreased. Now it is decreasing. It's going in a downward trend. Copy this. It shows the trend for each and every month. January, this is my trend. February, this is my trend. Yesterday we did this. Sparklines. Select this January month. Insert line. Sparkline. Where you want it? I want it here. That's all. So it creates a sparkline. Next we will see how to make a dashboard, how to split the report, how to make a aging analysis, how to make a dashboard. That's very vital. How to bring the Outlook to Excel. Still so many chapters are pending. We didn't complete pivot table itself. I deleted the sparkline. Save this file. Yes, the tea is ready. We'll go for tea break. But the pivot is not over. We have to see so many options in pivot. So we'll see the same pivot after our break. Maybe the... Sorry. Last, you have created a report yearly and monthly. Every year, every month, we have created a report. And this report, what I want you to try is, I think this is the easiest of all. You did so many reports yesterday and today, so many tasks. I think this is the easiest of all. This yearly, monthly report, I want you all to convert this yearly, monthly report into a weekly report like this. So we have to convert that report into a weekly report like this. Every week, what is my total? So I want a weekly report like this. You should get a weekly report like this. The output should look like this, weekly. Instead of that yearly, monthly, just now you have created yearly and monthly. Instead of that yearly and monthly, convert it into a weekly report like this. 1st to 7th, 8th to 14th, 15th to 21. Same report. Convert the same report into a weekly report. Know how many days are there in a week you can do it. Daily. How many make that weekly? Almost you did halfway. Start done. Grouping. Same grouping. Same grouping. Yearly and monthly. Instead of that, you are weekly. Know how many days are there in a week? Daily. Yes. Yes. How can I make this report as a weekly report? Right click on the date. Then we have to go for group. But there is nothing called as weekly. Remove the years, remove the months and select the days. Make it as 7 because weekly we have 7 days. Like this 7 days, 14 days, 28 days. Okay. But in my system it's showing in columns.
From column to row.
We have to to rows. Yes. We got weekly report. Every week what is my total? This report, two things I can do. One is I can present the report. Second one is I can send the report. Presenting and sending. First we'll see how to present this. I think this one we have seen it already in dynamic table. Same thing we are going to see one more time. Place the cursor on this table. Analyze. Place the cursor on the table. Pivot table analyze. Go to pivot table analyze. Insert slicer. Go to pivot table analyze. Insert slicer. Pivot table analyze. Insert slicer. I click on that insert slicer. For what you want the slicer, your wish. Let me select city. Anything. City, salesperson, payment method. Any text values. Any text values. So let me select city and I say OK. A slicer is created for city. Suppose I select Bhopal. We will get the weekly report for Bhopal. Coimbatore will get the weekly report of Coimbatore. Goa will get a report of Goa. Vizag means we'll get a report of Vizag. Very simple. So place the cursor on the table. Pivot table analyze. Insert slicer. This we did it in the last session. In dynamic table itself we have did this. But one more new feature available in pivot. This option is not available in dynamic. Place the cursor on this table. Analyze. Insert timeline. Go to analyze. We have selected the slicer. Now we are going to select the timeline. Timeline, as the name itself says, timeline is date based. So insert timeline. On what basis? Order date. Because order date is the only column which is date based. No other column is available in date based. So I select the order date. Okay. A timeline is created for order date. You can see there is a timeline available here. Months. You can say it says months. Suppose I want June month, July month, I can select it. But I want to see this weekly report for every year. 2019. What is my weekly? So instead of month, we make it as years or quarters, your wish. Suppose I select 2019. So you will get the report only for 2019. 2020, you will get the report for 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. Even you can select multiples also. Suppose I select 2020. Go to the corner here and expand it. You can get 2020 and 2021, both. You go to the corner edge, there is an arrow mark and drag it. But unfortunately, you cannot select 2020 and 2022. That's not possible. Either you can select 2021, 22, continuous. Non-continuous years, you cannot select it. For example, 22 and 20, I'm trying to select, it's not possible. It will not work. So you can select only the continuous year. Non-continuous year, you cannot select it. So slicer and timeline is somewhat same. Slicer is used for the text values and timeline is used for the date values. Right. So this report is ready. Assume this report, I want to send this report to all the cities. Bhopal, Coimbatore, Goa, Vizag. But I don't want to send the entire report for Bhopal. To Bhopal, I want to send only the Bhopal report. Coimbatore, I want to send only the Coimbatore report. Vizag report. Goa report. Very simple. 2 simple steps. As I told, this is possible only in Excel. Even Power BI, this is not possible. 2 simple steps. Step number 1. Drag the city and drop it to filter area. Almost we have seen everything. We have seen rows, we have seen columns. Now we are dragging the city and drop it to filter area. Drag the city and drop it to filter area. Step number 1. First step. Step number 1. Drag the city and drop it to filter area. So you will get something like city all on the top. It should be all. See whether all is available. If all is not available, suppose only Bhopal is available, you will get the report only for Bhopal. Goa means you'll get only report of Goa. Coimbatore means you'll get a report only for Coimbatore. So, if it is particular city, then you go here, all. Make it as all. If it is already all, no problem. If it is not all, make it as all. Because I want the report for all the cities. So, first step, drag the city and bring it to filter. First step. Second step. Before doing the second step, please check whether all is available. I think all is there. Second step. Analyze. Analyze. Options. The first button, option. There is an arrow mark in the option. If you are not able to see the option, if you are able to see the option, fine. If you are not able to see the option, if your screen size is very small like this, then click on pivot table. There is the option. If your screen is very small. If the screen is very small, go to analyze, pivot table, option. If it is your screen size is bigger, then you will get the option. Under option, show report filter pages. Analyze, go to analyze, go to options, show report filter pages. Click on show report filter pages. I think you are going to tell me what is happening here. I say okay. So it's asking, do you want city-wise report? Yes, of course. Okay. That's it. Could you tell me what has happened here? New sheet. City-wise, a new sheet was created. Bhopal, a separate sheet. Coimbatore, a separate sheet. Goa, a separate sheet. Vizag, a separate sheet. So, arrow mark, show report filter pages. Then you didn't drag the city to the filter area. That's the first step. I told you to do the first step. Drag the city into the filter area. That's your first step.
All the
1 minute. Which one? Here it should be all. That where you can select all. That we'll see how to bring the Outlook to Excel. What do you have to make it as all? Select all. Remove everything. Select all. All. Now say okay. Now go to analyze. அங்க போபால் இருந்துச்சுன்னா போபால் மட்டும் right click show field list last one. I told you if you unknowingly close it you can get it back. Let us see how to bring Outlook to Excel. So we got Bhopal, Coimbatore, Goa, Vizag in separate sheet. This Bhopal report, I want to send this report only to Bhopal. Yes, sir. Okay. So we got Bhopal in a separate sheet, Coimbatore in a separate sheet, Goa in a separate sheet, Vizag in a separate sheet. I want to send this Bhopal report only to Bhopal. So instead of copying and pasting and putting into Outlook, let us see how to bring the Outlook to Excel. 3 methods to do it. 3 methods. I will explain all the 3 methods. Whichever is easier, you can go for it. First method, go to the quad. Save, undo, redo. That is save, undo, redo. Right click on that save, undo, redo. Customize quick access toolbar. Method number 1. Right click on this quad. Customize quick access toolbar. First method. Method 1. Right click, customize quick access toolbar. Method 1. So it will open a new dialog box like this. A new dialog box has opened here. This is first method. Second method. If you are not conversant with right clicking, there is a arrow mark. If you are not okay with the right clicking, on the quad there is a arrow mark. Go to the arrow mark. More comments. Go to the arrow mark here. More comments. Second method. Second method. If you are not okay with the second method, third method. File. Go to file. Options. Go to file. Options. Quick access toolbar. Same window will open. Same screen will open. Any one of the 3 methods. I repeat it. First, right click on the quad. Customize quick access toolbar. First method. Or go to the arrow mark here. More comments. Second method. Third method. File. Options. Quick access toolbar. 3 methods. Any one of the method. If you are not satisfied with 3 methods, no other go. Only 3 methods. So, customize quick access toolbar. We have landed finally into the screen. Instead of popular. Popular means the most frequently used option. Instead of popular, I will make it as commands not in the ribbon. Commands not in the ribbon. Because this command is hidden in the ribbon. Click here, commands not in the ribbon. So these are all the commands which is not in the ribbons. It was hidden. So after selecting commands not in the ribbon, click somewhere else here. You have to click. Just to make a click somewhere else here. You have to make click somewhere else there. Before that, 1 minute, let me open the Outlook. No, I didn't open the Outlook. Not required, but better to open the Outlook. Otherwise, once again, it will go for a configuration. That's why I'm opening the Outlook. Yes. Right. So, commands not in the ribbon. And click somewhere else here. You have to click somewhere else here. Just to press M, the first letter of mail. M. There is an option called as mail recipient. Mail recipient. Send it to mail recipient. There is an option called as send it to mail recipient. Could you tell me how can I bring this option here? Add or double click. Either make a double click or click on the add button. So then the send to mail recipient will appear below this. Save, undo, redo, and below this you will get it here. Maybe you will get it somewhere else here. After save, undo, redo, you will get that send to mail receipt. Let me add it. Okay. Now, there is a button available here. Send to mail recipient. Click this. Your Outlook should be configured on your system. I think everyone is having the Outlook configured. Click here. You will get two messages. Send the entire book as an attachment. Send the current sheet as the message body. Select the second one. Don't go for the first one. That is attachment. You can do it very easily. Attachment. Go for the second one. Send the current sheet as the message body and OK. You can notice the Outlook will open here. Outlook has opened here. You can just type the 2ID and send it. Send this pivot table. Or even you can, it's not required you have to send the pivot table. You can send the chart. You can send any report here. Just to send to CC. Or you can send it to yourself. You can send it to your team people. No, send it and check. Send it to someone else and check. Send it to yourself. Send it to him and check what's happening. See what's happening. Send it to mail recipient. Right click here. Customize quick access toolbar. Instead of popular, commands not in the ribbon. Then click here. Click here. Click here. M. Mail recipient. Then add it. Till got it? Send it to someone else and check what's happening. You can see only this file will be there. You can send it to anyone and check what's happening. Or even you can select a particular area and send it also. Select the particular area. Please hearing now? 19. Please 20. No. See, T1 is dashboard. Okay. Exercise number 20. We are going to make a dashboard out of this report. Before that, first we'll convert this table into a dynamic table as usual. Come to X number 20. Place the cursor on the table. Control T or Control L. Press Control T or Control L. We'll make this table into a dynamic table. Okay. Yes. This table was converted into a dynamic table and give some name for the table. Always it's better to have some name for the table. Try to give some meaningful name. Let us say I think it's having the invoice number, invoice date. So I will say invoice. I'm giving a name as invoice. So try to give a name more than 3 letters. Don't have only 3 letters. Because 3 letter means there will be a column name called as A. If you say A, Y, AX or AX, there will be a column. So try to have more than 3 numbers, 3 alphabets, sorry. So we have renamed this table, dynamic table. Now on a new sheet, that sheet we are going to make it as dashboard. On a new sheet, I want first to create a report like this. Create a pivot. Yearly customer wise. Yearly customer wise. Sum of invoice amount. Yearly customer wise. Sum of invoice amount. New sheet. On a new sheet, create this. I want output should be similar to this. Yearly customer wise. Sum of invoice. Pivot. Yearly customer. Yearly customer wise. Why you selected external data source? Not external, Excel. Yearly customer wise sum of invoice amount. Output should look like this. Sheet. Summarize is okay. Grouping என்ன பண்ணணும் date என்ன date. Quarter, I don't want quarter, I want only quarter. Hey, there is quarter, sir. We're getting different answers. Okay. Place the cursor on the table. Insert. Pivot. Straight away you can click on the top. New sheet. Okay. Customer wise. I will put the customer into rows. Invoice date into columns. This is okay. This is okay. 100% okay. But still, I want only yearly. I want only yearly. Right click. Group. And we can select only years. Or you can leave as it is also. That's also okay. Yearly customer wise. Sum of invoice amount. Bring the invoice amount to sigma values. So we'll have some name for this sheet. This sheet, finally we are going to convert this sheet into a dashboard sheet. So we are going to give some name for the sheet. Go to the sheet, it says sheet 1 or any name. Double click and we can rename it. Right click, rename, or double click, rename. We'll give a name. For example, this is invoice dashboard. We are going to convert this finally into a dashboard. That's our final motive, but still before that we have to do some other process. We have to bring the top 10, we have to bring the aging, then we'll see how to connect the table and how to create a report, how to make a dashboard. So we got customer wise yearly sum of invoice. Now, before doing the next process, I want you all to try this. Split city wise in a different sheet, not slicer, city wise. Bangalore should be in a different sheet, Chennai should be in a different sheet, Hyderabad, Jaipur, Mumbai, everything should come in different sheets. Just now before the break or after the break we have seen this. How to split by multiple sheets. Yes sir. Split it by multiple sheets like this. You want Bangalore in a separate sheet, Chennai in a separate sheet. I got the second step. What is the first step? The second step. What is the first step? Everything we have 10 minutes before. Yes. How to do this? What is the first step? Drag the city filter area. Then analyze options, show report filter pages. That's all. Okay. Literally, we have given the same example. Even I didn't change the example also. Last session, same city. Bhopal, Coimbatore, Goa, Vizag. Here also we used the same city. So drag the city, analyze, options, show report filter pages. We have learned this concept just 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes. Go back to your invoice dashboard. Come to the invoice dashboard. We'll make this dashboard now. Next, we are going to make a dashboard now. Come to the invoice dashboard sheet. We have customer-wise yearly sum of invoice amount. Here I have only 20 customers, okay. Suppose I have 100 customers. I cannot display all the 100 customers. I want to display only the top 10, top 3, top 5 customers. And later we'll see how to make a dashboard out of this. Go to the customer, come to this invoice dashboard sheet. I asked you to give some name for it. I hope you are given the same name or different name. That's your wish, but come to the dashboard sheet. Right click on this customer name. Right click on the customer name. Filter. Right click on the customer name. Filter. Then next step you can tell me. Top 10. I don't want top 10. Assume I want only top 5. So we can make it as 5. So I chose only top 5 customers. It shows only the top 5 customers. Next we'll see one more and we'll see a dashboard next. Right click on the customer name. Filter. Top 10. I have selected top 5. Right. Next, what are we going to do is we are going to create one more report here. Maybe we'll see one more chart or report. Maybe another chart or report. Finally, we are going to connect all the reports. All the reports we are going to connect. We'll see one more report here. Already we have top 5 customer yearly report. I am going to create another report here. From the same exercise number 20. Go to the exercise number 20. Now we are going to create another report. Maybe let us take this report. Maybe let me take this due days. Due days, sum of invoice amount. 5 days, this invoice was made in, still we didn't receive the payment. 5 days it's pending. 5 days it's pending. 5 days, 10 days, like this it goes on. So I want to create due days wise sum of invoice amount. Due days wise sum of invoice amount. Maybe in the same sheet, invoice dashboard. Already we have invoice dashboard. Here, I want to create another report here. Another report. I think you can help me here. Place the cursor on exercise number 20. insert pivot table, then existing worksheet, then invoice dashboard. If I click OK, it will throw error again.
We have to select this.
You have to select cells. Done? Until this. Can you click on OK? Invoice dashboard. Let it be top 5. So if I select the Bangalore, it should show the Bangalore top 5 customer. We are going to finally do that. Filter, let it be filter, no problem. Can I give OK, everyone? Okay. Now tell me this. Due days wise, sum of invoice amount. Where can I put the due days? Rows. Invoice amount. Values. So it's giving a big report like this. 0 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, 8 days, 9 days, 10 days. I'm not convinced with this. This big report, I cannot show it to the management. I cannot show it this report in a meeting like this or webinar like this. They want to make this report as a aging analysis, aging report. So this 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, anywhere else on this 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right click. Anywhere else on the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right click. Group. Last session we used it. Yearly, monthly, weekly report. Right click. Group. Starting at. Let us say starting at is 1. 0 is nothing. 0 means we have received the payment already. So no need for 0. 1. Ending at. Normally, can you tell me how do we split the aging analysis? 30 days. We'll split it by 30, 30, 30, 30. So if I say 30, 30, I will put it as 120, 150 or 180. Every 30 days, I will say 30, 30 means still 180 days. Gap is by 30. That's all. If I say OK, it will create a aging analysis for us. Manually, it's impossible to create a report like this. Let me say OK. We got a aging. 1 to 30 days, what is the sum of invoices? 30 to 60, 60 to 90, 90 to 120, 120 to 150. First, we have dragged the due days into rows, invoice amount into columns, sigma. Right click on this numbers, group. Starting is 1 because 0 is nothing. Ending is 180. Or you can put 360, that's your wish. My data has only till 153 or 160, that's why I'm using this. It will show you greater than 180. Suppose if I put 150 and I say 30, you'll have 0 to 30, 30 to 60. There will be one more thing called as greater than 150. All greater than 150 will come here. Even 360 days, 90 days, 350 days, 320 days, everything. Right click, group. 180. Okay. This less than 1 is not required for us. How can I remove this? Less than 1 is actually 0. I don't want this less than 1. Go to filter. Untick this less than 1. Or use the shortcut key. Control minus. That's a shortcut key for filtering that less than 1 because less than 1 is nothing. Less than 1 is 0. Less than 1 is 0. I don't want the less than 1 in my aging pending report. This is my pending report. I don't want it here. Control minus. Select that less than 1 and put control minus or go to filter, remove that less than 1. You can remove the less than 1. Finally, we are going to make this as a dashboard. That's our final step here. Okay. Now let me create some chart. Finally, we'll make a dashboard. For this report, I want a chart. Column chart, line chart, bar chart, your wish. Place the cursor here. analyze pivot chart, or you can go to insert pivot chart also, both are same. Analyze pivot chart. I click on pivot chart. Which chart you want? Line chart, pie chart, column chart, your wish. Let me put a column chart itself. You can select anything. Okay. So for this table, I have a chart. For this table, we have a chart. Second table. Place the cursor on the second table. Analyze. I want to know which is the highest value. So I will go for a pie chart. Pivot chart. Pie chart. Your wish. I am selecting a pie chart. So for this, I have a pie chart. So we have two reports and two charts. Two reports and two charts. Finally, we'll make this as a dashboard. Before making it as a dashboard, suppose I am presenting this report in a meeting like this, webinar night like this. My head or someone is asking, more than 151 to 180 days, there are 6,44,000 pending. Can I see the details of it? Just go here, double click, or right click, show details. So I want to show the details of this 6,44,000. Right click, show details, or double click. It will open a new sheet and it shows the pending report here for more than 150 days. Let me check whether it's correct. Select the invoice date, amount 6,44,000. Correct. On the top, you are getting a message also. This is the details of due days between 151 to 180 days. It will create a separate sheet for us. If you don't want the sheet, you can right click and you can delete that sheet also. So like this, whichever the report you want. Suppose someone is asking, I want 1 to 30 days. Double click on 1 to 30 days. Or someone is asking the Gadget Guru 2025 report. Go to Gadget Guru and 2025 double click. You will get 2025 report. Just to make a double click. The last and final one. Come to this invoice dashboard. Place the cursor on any one of the report. Any one of the report. I will close this field list. Now I don't want the field list. Temporarily I am going to close this. I am closing the field list because I want to see only the report. Place the cursor on any one of the table. Sir, any problem, sir? Place the cursor on any one of the report. Analyze. Go to analyze. Any one of the report, place the cursor. Analyze. We did it at least twice or thrice in the afternoon. Insert slicer. Analyze. Insert slicer. Go to analyze. Under analyze, click on insert slicer. For what you want the slicer, you decide. City, customer, product, category, anything. Let me select city itself. I select city. Okay. Customer is already available in the table. That's why I am selecting city. Okay. Yes. We have Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi, Hyderabad, Jaipur, Mumbai, Pune. The last one, if I select Bangalore, I should get the top 5 customer for Bangalore. I should get the aging analysis for Bangalore, chart for Bangalore, and this chart also for Bangalore. But now it will not work. The last and final step is right click on this slicer. Analyze, insert slicer. Right click on the slicer. Connection. Or if you are not able to right click, on the top, slicer, report connection. There is a contextual tab called as slicer, report connection. Right click report connection on the slicer or go to slicer report connection. Please remember the sheet name. That's why I asked you to give some name for this. Invoice dashboard is my sheet name. Report connection. So what are all the sheets? Invoice dashboard. There is invoice dashboard here. Both the invoice dashboard should be selected. Forget about the sheet name, pivot table 9, 8 or whatever. Select both. Select pivot table 9 and pivot table 17, which is available in the sheet called as invoice dashboard. So this sheet invoice dashboard, what are all the table available? Connect it by selecting this. Just make a tick mark. That's all. Okay. Now I click on Bangalore. Yes. We are getting top 5 customer for Bangalore. Aging analysis for Bangalore. Chennai. Top 5 for Chennai. Top 5 for, aging for Chennai. Delhi. Hyderabad. Jaipur. Whatever you select based on that, all the reports are changing here. I repeat it again. Place the cursor on any one of the pivot. Any one of the pivot. Analyze. Insert slicer. For what? City. Then slicer report connection. Or right click report connection. And where are all that sheet name is available? Invoice dashboard. Select it. Okay. That's all. So whatever you select, based on that, both the reports are getting filtered. You can see even the chart is changing, even the report is changing based on the city wise. This should be an interactive dashboard. Based on the selection, all the reports are getting filtered. Now you have to create a dashboard. Normally, I don't like this grid lines. View. Uncheck that grid lines. Even I don't want the formula bar. Later you can have it. Now for presenting. While presenting, I don't want the formula bar. Later we can select it. Remove the formula bar. Remove the heading also. Heading is this row number and column number. Remove the heading. What is the shortcut key for hiding or unhiding a ribbon? Yesterday we did it. Control Shift F1. Very good. Now you can see only the reports are visible on your screen. Only the reports. You can see some extra space are there. I can add another 2 reports also here. So Control Shift F1. So what are all the things I have removed is, I have removed the grid lines, I have removed the formula bar, and I have removed the heading. Later, better to have the formula bar and heading. Later, while presenting it, uncheck it, and then press Control Shift F1. Control Shift F1. Some laptops Control Shift Function F1. But later, bring back the formula bar. Bring back the heading. Okay? Got it? Sheet number 21. First, we will convert this table into a dynamic table. This sheet which you are going to do. First free hit today. Select the sheet. Control T, Control L. Okay. We'll give some name. These are all transactions. Let us give a name as trans. I have given a name as trans. First free hit. Who is finishing first? You will get 3 sixers. I didn't say the question. Wait. I didn't say the question. So 3 sixers, 3 fours, 3 twos, 3 threes. First, convert this table into a dynamic table. That's not your task. Next one. Everyone will do that easily. Then, exercise number 21. Now, you are going to create some report like this. Two reports. First, I will explain. Then you can try. First report. Yearly rep wise. The first report, yearly rep wise. Every year, every rep. What is the sum of invoice amount? This is the first report. Second report, yearly product wise, sum of total amount. Second report. But the second report, only top 10 products. I don't want all the products. Top 10 products. Finally, insert a slicer. Branch. Select branch 1. Both reports should filter. Select branch 2. Both reports should filter. Branch 3. HO. Both reports should filter. Create two reports. First report. Yearly rep wise. Sum of total amount. First report. Second report. Yearly product wise sum of total amount. But the second report, top 10 products. You have to bring the top 10 products. Finally, insert a slicer for branch. Filter it. When I select branch 1, both the tables should get filtered. When I select branch 2, both the tables should get filtered. Connection, report connection. Just now, 1 minute before you did this. So, new sheet or same sheet is your wish. But both the reports should be in the same sheet. Both the reports should be in the same. Yes. Yearly product wise. Top 10 products. Select branch 1. Branch 2. Top. What should filter, sir? What is not filter? What table of filter? Second table. Connection. Report connection. Sir. Not connected the report. Product wise yearly. Both should get filter. Connect. Select the sizes. Branch one. Okay. Right. Place the cursor on the table. What is the first report? Insert, pivot, existing worksheet, some location here. Okay. What is my first report? Rep wise. I'll put the rep into rows. Invoice date into columns. Yearly rep wise. Invoice amount, sorry, total amount. Bring the total amount to values. First report. Rep wise yearly sum of total amount. First report is ready. Place the cursor on this table. Insert, pivot table, existing worksheet. Maybe I'll put somewhere else here on the right hand side. Maybe here. Okay. What is the next report? Product wise. Bring the product name to rows. Invoice date to columns because we have more product in date is very less. Total amount to sigma. Tell me how can I bring only the top 10 products here? Right click, filter, top 10. So we got top 10 products here. The last one. Place the cursor on any one of the table. Analyze, insert, slicer. For what? Branch. But when I select branch one, both will not get filter. What we have to do? Right click on the slicer. Report connection. Select both the report. Almost everyone has did it. Super. Branch 1. Repo is for branch 1. Top 10 products for branch 1. Branch 2. When you have created the slicer, when you have created report, both the report you have created after dynamic table or one before dynamic after. It should come. Same sheet or different sheet is also. Or close and reopen it, sir. Close and reopen it again. Check. Maybe the last task today, final. Same sheet, based on the same report, I want you to create one more report. Add a pivot table. Delivered days. DAYS. Date. Don't get confused. There is one more table called as delivered date. It's not date. Days. Delivered days wise. Count of trans ID. And group the delivered days. Group it. 1 to 7 days, how many transaction? 8 to 14 days, how many transaction? 15 to 21, 22 to 28. You have to group it finally. Delivered days wise count of trans ID and group the trans IDs. Delivered days, sorry. Finally, you have to create a timeline. You have to create a timeline. Timeline. Finally, create a timeline and make that yes. Timeline. The timeline as yes. Yes. Sir, you have created only one report. Sir, you should create it.
Ending date. STD
Timeline. Yes.
top date 7. அதில் கிளிக் பண்ணி
Customer wise. Invoice date. Invoice date. Total amount.
Right click on that. Sir, Go to analyze, insert slicer. You want to slicer for sorry. Okay, lands ID got right click on it. All there. One city.
Okay. Place the cursor on the table. Insert. Pivot table. Existing worksheet. I select some location here. Okay. What is the report they want is delivered days. Where can I put the delivered days? Rows. Then trans ID into values. But it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now can I group this? Right click. Group. Starting is 1. Ending is 63. Gap is 7. Now we have to insert a timeline. Analyze. Insert timeline for what? Invoice date. And it should be in year format. How can I convert this as years? Month, years. Now tell me this. I have 3 reports now. In this one table, I have 3 reports. When I click on branch 1, first 2 reports are filtering. But the third report is not filtering. When I click on branch 2, first 2 are filtering. The third one is not filtering. How can I make all the 3 reports should get filtered? Right click. Report connection. That's all. Branch 1. All the 3 table. Branch 1. Branch 2. All the 3. This connection is not only for slicer. This connection, you can do it for timeline also. Right click on the timeline. Report connection. Select all the 3 tables. Timeline also you can make a report connection. Okay. So if I select 2021, all the 3 table will be filtered for 2021. 2022, all the 3 table is 2022, 2023, 2020. Whatever you select based on that, all the 3 table will get filtered. So you can insert a timeline, you can insert a slicer also to make a dashboard like this. As I indicated, pivot is very, very, very easy to use. Very, very easy to learn. And very easy to forget also. Okay, you have to practice it. You would have seen just 5 minutes before you have learned the concept, but we are not able to do it. Practice. More practice. Let me show you a small AI tool, which is a new feature in the latest version. I'll go to any table. Maybe I'll go to the sheet number 20. I don't know which is the best report for this table. I don't know which could be the best report. And your system should connect it with Wi-Fi, internet. If you don't have the internet, next feature may not work. Place the cursor on the table. Go to the Home tab. There is a last button available. Analyze data. Go to Home tab and Analyze data. Click on Analyze data. Excel will analyze your data and it will show you which could be the better report for this data. What could be the better report? The sum of due days for customer wise, city wise, and sum of invoice amount by unit wise. Show more result also. It will show you various other results like this. If you are okay with the result, you can make a click. That report will get created. Suppose I want the frequency of invoice amount. I click this, insert this report. This report will get inserted here. Report or a chart. So Excel will analyze you and it will tell you which could be the best report for this. Go to Home tab, go to Analyze data. But if Excel is not analyzing a better data, but I don't know how to use the pivot table. I don't know how to use the pivot table. Can I create a pivot table now? I don't know to create a pivot table. Yes. Click here, ask a question. You can ask a question. For example, I want sum of invoice amount city-wise. City-wise, I want sum of invoice amount as a bar chart. City-wise, sum of invoice amount as a bar chart. So let me type it here. Sum of invoice amount by city as bar chart. It will create it for us. Just type what is your wish. Just go there and type it, what you want. Sum of invoice amount by city as a bar chart, as a line chart, as a column chart, as a table. Just you type what you want. That's all. It's a AI tool. If you don't know how to type it, no problem. I am very bad in typing. Yes. Place the cursor here. Windows H. You should have the voice recognition. I think you should have it. You are having the team meetings and everything on the voice recognition. You should have it. Otherwise, you ask your team to install it. Windows H. I'll press Windows H. Sum of invoice amount by city as a line chart. Sum of invoice amount by what? By what? By city, by state, by category, by product. By category wise, something like that. I click here. Sum of invoice amount by category as a bar chart. That's all. Place the cursor on the table and do it. A small AI tool. Your voice recognition is not there. Ask your IT team to install it. As I told, if it is not enabled, you have to talk to your IT. You are attending your team's meeting, right? Everything. Then they have protected it. You should connect the internet, yes. Without internet, this will not work. Wi-Fi. Windows. Voice is not recognized. Place the cursor on the table. How analyze data? Go to home. Go to home. Okay. Unfortunately, due to the time constraint, we are not able to see the charts. Chart is another very big chapter. Creating chart in Excel is very simple, very easy. We have recommended charts also. Power Excel will recommend a chart, but creating a chart. Suppose exercise number 22. I want to create a chart for this. Place the cursor on the table on your keyboard. Just to press the key called as F11. That's all. Your chart chapter is over. F11. Function F11. Some laptops you have to press function F11. Or it is creating a chart on a new sheet. Can I get the chart on same sheet? Alt F1, not F11, Alt F1, which will create a chart in the same sheet. Same sheet you will get a chart. Alt F1. Alt not F11, F1. Table, place the cursor on the table.
Defaultly it is selected as a
Alt F1. Please do explore all the options. Since time constraint, I am not able to cover this option. Please explore it. There are so many features available in the chart. Please explore it. Time permits, I'll send some videos or anything based on the chart. You are not able to cover the entire chart. But if you don't know which could be the best chart, there is another AI tool. For example, industries and lead gained. So what is the best chart for this? I don't know. So go to insert, recommended charts. Excel will recommend you which could be the best chart for this data. So you can put a bar chart, you can put a column chart, pie chart, you can put a funnel, you can put a Pareto chart. So just to select it and say OK, it automatically creates a Pareto for us. So I gone to exercise number 23. Place the cursor, insert, recommended charts. It will recommend you which is the best chart. Select it and you can say OK. This is the best chart for this kind of data. If you are not satisfied, go to all charts and select some other charts also. If you are not satisfied. Insert recommended charts. Okay. So please do practice. As I told yesterday itself, we cannot cover the entire concept pivot table. I think we started the pivot table after the lunch break. Still last session we have seen only pivot. So many options are available. Still the pivot is not over. There are so many features available in pivot. You should come for the next level of pivot, that is power pivots and power query. Then you have to go for Power BI. That's the easy method. Or when you come for Power BI also, once again I will teach you the power query and power pivots. So if you want to go to the next level, start using the next features of power pivots and power queries. Since as I told, we are very slow, we are not able to cover the other concept. Please do practice. Come with more doubts, questions and queries. I already shared my contact detail. It's available with you. Call me, mail me, watch this videos. This video already last 1.5 days videos is already published. This video I'll try to publish it by today evening or maximum by tomorrow.